Hi everybody, it's Diego from Codex and welcome to the first Arduino course for kids. In this first tutorial we're going to learn how to light up an LED. So if you're ready, let's get started. I want to begin saying in this course I'm not going to be using Arduino products but Elgo products. Okay, it's a cheaper brand, it works perfectly and I strongly recommend buying it. Please find the link in the description of the video. First of all, I'm going to introduce the different components we're going to be using today. First of all, let's begin with this physical circuit board where all the components will be connected to and where the code will be uploaded. After that, we have the USB cable that we will use to supply power to the board and also to send data from the computer to the board. Then we have jumper wire that will be used to connect one component to another. This tiny light bulb is an LED. It has two leads, a shorter one, which is the negative terminal or cathode, and the longer one or positive terminal, also known as anode. Something special about an LED is that it only works when the current is going in a particular direction. So I will tell you how to connect it later. We are also going to be using a resistor, okay, which is a device that implements electrical resistance. And probably you cannot see, but it has different bands, okay, of different colors that indicate its value. And finally, the breadboard, which is very useful to connect the different components to each other and avoid soldering. So now that you guys know the different characters in our particular story, let's begin with the assembling process. Everybody knows how to connect a battery to a light bulb. Basically, you have to match both terminals and it would work. But what if we replace the battery with the Arduino board? Now, one of the terminals has to go to ground. As you see, we have 3 pins. And the other one has to go to either 5 volts or 3.3 volts. And this way, we start simulation and it works. But here in electronics, we're not going to be using light bulbs, we're going to be using LEDs. And they have something particular. If you randomly connect the cathode, for example, to the voltage and the anode to the ground, you will note it doesn't work. Why? Because as we've said, an LED has been connected in a particular direction. That means the cathode has to go to the ground and the anode has to go to the 5 volts. But we've got a problem. Probably you can't read it, but it says the current through the LED is 483 milliamperes, while absolute maximum is 20. So what do we need to remove part of that energy? A resistor. This is a 220 ohm resistor, which is a very common one and completely useful when working with an LED. So let's connect it again. And as you see, it now light up and the current through the LED is reasonable. But now we've got another problem. How do we actually connect these items? We're not going to place them on a table. So obviously we need a breadboard. So very important before we continue. If I place the cursor on one of these pins, you can see that many of them are highlighted. That means this pin is connected to all this at a time. This is called a rail. This is another rail where all the pins are connected to each other, and these are rows. Why is this helpful? Because if I place my LED here and my resistor here, as all these pins are connected to each other, I am connecting this LED to the resistor. And for example, if I put a jumper wire from here to here, I am connecting the resistor to this rail. Because look, if we follow it, all of them are connected to each other, and here we have a jumper wire that goes to this rail. And from this rail, as all of them are connected to each other, I can take a jumper wire that goes to the 5 volts. On the other side, all these are connected to each other, so from here I could take a jumper wire either directly to the ground or to the negative rail, maybe to this side, and from the negative rail to the ground. Let's make sure it works. The trick is following this. So let's begin from the 5 volts, for example. We go here. From this rail we can go to the jumper wire that goes to this row. Here we can reach the resistor that goes to the other side. And here in this row it goes to the anode of the LED. That's correct, because as we said, the anode has to go to the 5 volts. We go to the other side of the LED, and in this row we encounter this jumper wire that goes to this rail, and here we come across another jumper wire that goes to the ground. So if I click on Start Simulation, it should work. And actually it does. So now let's take our physical component and let's assemble it. So here we have all the different components. Let's begin taking the breadboard and the LED. We're gonna place, for example, the anode on the right side and the cathode on the left side. As we said, all these pins are connected to each other in this row. So from here, from the longer lead, I'm gonna take it to the positive rail, and now from the positive rail to the 5 volts here. So from the positive rail to the 5 volts. Hope you can see it properly. Now, the shorter lead. This is going to go to this resistor, for example. And now from here, for example, from this pin, we're gonna take it. We could take it to the negative rail or directly to the ground. Well, let's take it to the negative rail, for example. And now another jumper wire from the negative rail to the ground. As you said, there are 3 different ground pins in the board. Let's take it here. So the connections are well done. Let's follow them. This is important. So from the 5 volts we go to the positive rail. From the positive rail it goes to this jumper wire that goes to the anode. That's correct. Okay, the 5 volts go to the anode. Then on the other side of the LED we go to this resistor because they are on the same row. From the resistor we go to this white jumper wire that goes to the negative rail, and from the negative rail we have another one that goes to the ground. So we only need now the power supply by using this cable. This side is connected to the board and the other side is connected to the computer, which is here. Okay. And now let's make sure it works. And it does. I hope you guys found this video interesting and useful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!